Hello, this is Angel. Today we are going to study about multiple literacy that primarily focused on the theory of Howard Gardner that 9 types of intelligence are known as multiple intelligence. I know that most of you have encountered this topic, so let us have some warm-up. I have some phrases here that describes the types of intelligence, and what you're going to do is identify what type it is. Game? Finding the right words to express what you mean. Discerning sounds, pitch, tone, rhythm, and timbre. Visualizing the world in 3 dimensions. Our objectives for this presentation is to know the definition of literacy, identify the theories of multiple literacy, be familiar with the characteristics of multiple literacy, and know the benefit of multiple literacy on the learners, community, society, and global. Here is the question before we continue to our discussion. Do you believe that a person has multiple types of intelligence? The definition of literacy has changed over the centuries based on human, cultural, and technological evolution. In the past, during 1880s, literacy meant being able to read and write. According to the dictionary, literacy is a competence or knowledge in a specified area. It is a capacity to communicate using inscribed, printed, or electronic signs or symbols for representing language. It is defined as being able to read and write or to having knowledge about a specific subject. However, literacy in education is a process by which one expands one's knowledge of reading and writing in order to develop one's thinking and learning for the purpose of understanding oneself and the world. This process is fundamental to achieving competence in every educational subject. According to Kofi Annan, literacy is finally the road to human progress, and the means through which every man, woman, and child can realize his or her full potential. Multiple literacy, also called new literacies or multiliteracies. Written by Susan Graziano, multiple literacy refers to our ability to interpret the many formats, sources, or media through which we can obtain information. The 4 competences that comprise multiple literacies are visual literacy, textual literacy, digital and technological literacy. And now, let's talk about the 4 competences of multiple literacy. First is the visual literacy. It refers to how we understand and interpret visual representations of knowledge. Second, textual literacy. It refers to how we understand and interpret text. It also refers to our ability to communicate through written expression. Third is the digital literacy. It refers to our ability to locate, evaluate, and synthesize digital sources or sources we find online. And lastly is the technological literacy. It refers to our ability to use technology appropriately and responsibly. Multiple literacy is best described by the proposed theory of Harvard developmental psychologist Howard Gardner, which is the multiple intelligence. Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence proposed that people are not born with all of the intelligence they will ever have. Gardner proposed that there are 8 intelligences and has suggested the possible addition of an int known as Existentialist Intelligence. This is an info diagram of the types of the intelligence, where you can see the 9 types of intelligences proposed by Howard Gardner. Now let's talk about the theories of intelligence by Gardner. First is the visual spatial intelligence. People who are strong in visual spatial intelligence are good at visualizing things. These individuals are often good with direction as well as maps, charts, videos, and pictures. Second is the linguistic verbal intelligence. These are the people who are strong in linguistic verbal intelligence, are able to use words well, both when writing and speaking. These individuals are typically very good at writing stories, memorizing information, and reading. Third, logical mathematical intelligence. People who are strong in logical mathematical intelligence are good at reasoning, recognizing patterns, and locally analyzing problems. These individuals tend to think conceptually about numbers, relationships, and patterns. Bodily Kinesthetic Intelligence. Those who have high bodily kinesthetic intelligence are said to be good at body movement, performing actions, and physical control. People who are strong in this area tend to have excellent hand-eye coordination and dexterity. The fifth type of intelligence, according to Gardner, is the musical intelligence. People who have strong musical intelligence are good at thinking in patterns, rhythms, and sounds. They have a strong appreciation for music and are often good at musical composition and performance. Sixth, interpersonal intelligence. They are good at understanding and interacting with other people. These individuals are skilled at assessing the emotions, motivations, desires, and intentions of those around them. Intrapersonal intelligence. Individuals who are good at being aware of their own emotional states, feelings, and motivations. They tend to enjoy self-reflection and analysis, including daydreaming, exploring relationships with others, and assessing their personal strengths. 8. Naturalistic Intelligence. According to Gardner, individuals who are high in this type of intelligence are more in tune with nature and are often interested in nurturing, exploring the environment, and learning about other species. These individuals are said to be highly aware of even subtle changes to their environment. Existential Intelligence, which is the last but not the least type of multiple intelligence. It is the ability to use intuition, thought, and metacognition to ask deep questions about human existence. Those of us who are inherently existential ask questions such as, who are we? Why are we alive? Do we have a purpose? Why and how we are conscious? What is the meaning of life? In many ways, it takes a certain level of courage to tackle kind of questions, and age-old mysteries that have taunted humanity for millennia. Before we proceed, I have some questions for you. This time, you are going to identify what type of intelligence that this profession has. First, artist. Number 2, journalist. 3, mathematicians. 4, conductor. And 5, the salesperson. Let's proceed to the characteristic of multiple literacy. Multiple literacy has different ways that students can learn and acquire information. It ranges from the use of words, numbers, pictures, and music to the importance of social interactions, introspection, physical movement, and being in tune with nature. The different types of multiple intelligence also has characteristics such as linguistic intelligence, word smart, logical mathematical intelligence, number or reasoning smart, visual spatial intelligence, which is picture smart, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, body smart, musical intelligence, music smart, interpersonal intelligence, people smart, intrapersonal intelligence, self smart, and naturalistic intelligence, nature smart. So, why do we need to consider multiple literacy in teaching? The benefits of this theory are many, and they can be applied across all ages and in all subjects. Students who are given ways to learn and perform at their best are more likely to enjoy school and are more likely to succeed academically. When multiple intelligences theory is implemented properly in the classroom, it can have very positive results. Students develop increased sense of responsibility, self-direction, and independence. Discipline problems are reduced. Students develop and apply new skills, cooperative learning skills increase, and overall, academic achievement increases. So what are the challenges in teaching multiple literacy? First, it can be hard to identify which intelligence are in the classroom. Observation and working together with the students to understand what is working for them is key. Second, it will need an extra effort in order to teach effectively. It is because teachers should have appropriate skills in teaching their students for them to learn. They will need more resources, skills, and different classroom layout for the different types of learning of students. More time will be engaged in this type of teaching method. Benefits of multiple literacy. Learners can be able to use and utilize the different types of medium in the classroom and outside, use different types of communication platforms, and use information ethically. And community. Individuals can improve their way of living through improving their skills, more get to be united and to have a good social relation. And society. People will easily to launch projects, improve a business, share ideas, and share their own creative ideas which better way of communication. And global, great progress will be seen. It will have faster means of communication, more developed source of information, productive leader and individual, sustainable resources, unity, peace, and success development. Here is an idea for you. Did you know that each person has a unique intelligence and that we thrive in certain learning environments while struggle in others? For the short conclusion, as a teacher, it is important to use multiple intelligences in the classroom. But first, you must understand the multiple intelligence theory and know which intelligence your students have, to be able to teach them in the best way possible. As a student, it is important to know which intelligences you have so you know the most effective way to learn. A reminder for you, all intelligences comes from God. In Proverbs 1 verse 7, fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. Having different types of intelligences is not a measurement of being a person. It's about knowing God, knowing yourself, that you are subordinate by God. Learn to depend your knowledge from the Lord and ask for it because He will give you without doubt. Because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Thank you for listening and participating. Have a nice day. Thank you for listening and participating. Have a nice day.